This is just a test webinar for me to test my equipment. I've already did 2 tests. Everything went, well, generally speaking, okay. Well, in Spanish, I would say más o menos. But this time I'm streaming to more platforms and I would like to know whether the quality is good. So if you see any frames dropped, if you see there are any issues, message me. Okay, so this is just a test event. We are going to do a small test during the next 20 minutes. I am doing puzzles, and as you already may not see, I've actually reached 3000 puzzle rating on chess.com. Let's continue. Queen f5 is a check, so the question is, how do I defend against this check? Well, looks my knight is quite powerful because it allows me to threaten with a mate rook a1, so maybe I shouldn't block with my piece, but instead I should move my king, because if I move my king, I'm threatening to attack the rook as well as to deliver a check. But if I move my king there, he plays queen e6, which is actually a mate. So if I play this move, then they repeat the position with queen h7, king goes back, and queen f5 again, which I don't really like, so I would prefer playing something else. So if I block with this bishop, then it's rook h7 coming. And then they take on here, or checkmate. If I block with this knight, then just d takes e4, and how do I continue the attack? I'm a piece down, and looks like my position is completely lost. So it seems to me that, well, right now it's equal. I'm a few pawns down, but pieces are equal. So if I make a move and lose this knight, I'm losing the game. So looks like the best way for me is just to repeat the position with king g8 move. However, I didn't look at queen e6, so looks like I'm in big trouble. Queen e6, then I block with my rook. And then what? And then he takes here. So again, looks like I'm in trouble. Okay, looks like this is a tough position. So maybe actually this move. But then I'm down the material. So it's definitely not bishop f6, not king e8. Maybe king g8. And it may be knight 1. Okay, so maybe the other knight goes to f6. If I play with this knight, then what happens? He probably takes here. Do I have anything to defend my position? So let's say... Ah, okay. Okay, it's interesting. I don't know. So the king goes there, then queen e6 check. Then I play rook f7, which is my only move. Then they may take on e4. I deliver a check. King goes to d2. Then queen takes f2 check. Knight blocks on e2. How do I continue? Who knows? Well, rook a1 is a mate if the black king wasn't under a check. Okay, the only other continuation I see is this. Bishop c3, pawn takes, king takes c3. And then I don't see anything. Okay, so here, check, rook f7, d takes e4, and maybe in this position I can play something in advance, such as this, but if I play this, king b1 is just enough. Then queen e7, so looks like it's a complicated one. Okay, anyway, if I block with this knight, which is the most logical, which is the other most logical response, they can, for example, continue with king b1. And if I play queen to a7, just c3, for example, why not? Or king d2 right away. No, it's definitely king. Oops, what did happen? So king g8? No, it's a wrong move. Okay, then what else do I have? I have this move. And after this, oh, this is what I missed. It's here. So queen takes. Then d4, I think. D4, king f4. No, maybe queen c1 instead. Queen c1. So how much extra material do I have? Extra exchange, but for several pawns as a compensation. So queen c1, how do they play? Okay, d4 is another move to consider. King goes there. King f4, okay. d4 is impossible, so what I'm talking about. So to be honest, I don't know which is the best move to continue, but it's a completely winning position for black. Queen c1, yeah, it's a wrong move. Okay. Okay, what else to try? exchange the queens with queen g4? Maybe. So like that. This is a wrong move too. Okay, check. Okay, that was a check. Okay. And queen e4. Yeah, okay, fine. Let's continue. So queen to b4. So there should be a checkmate very soon. So check, he escapes. Uh-huh. So queen h3, and I'm threatening with a mate. There is this defense doesn't work because I continue with queen g3 and that leads to a mate. So queen h3, he does knight g6. I have to take with the h pawn, then queen f8 check, king h7, and queen e8 is the only way to save the position to cover this, but then queen g3 wins. So it's queen h3. Take, king h7. Okay, he sacrifices. Okay, so let's do this one as the last one and then continue, and then we will meet this Sunday. So there will be a webinar this Sunday about Caracan defense for black. Okay, what about this position? So what do I have? I definitely have this, after which the only logical move is to take. Then I continue with f4. King h4 doesn't make sense. King h2 does make sense. And then I play queen g4. So this is the solution. Oops. No? Why? I don't understand it. So maybe this is the solution. Oh, okay. Well, queen g4, what else? Wrong move? Okay, let's just take. Guys, I don't like this puzzle, so I think this is the case where the solution isn't so good. Well, what I just want to show you. So what happens? If the king goes back, this is just a checkmate. So the king has to take. Then I play this move, which is a check. How does he stop it? Well, he doesn't. If he goes here, this is a mate. The only way he can do is to go there. But then he loses because I do this. And I'm threatening with two checkmates. This and this. And there is no defense. If you... Queen f1. Oh my god, this is what I missed. Okay. Sorry, there is a defense. And then he can cover. So I missed that there is queen f1 move. Okay, guys. So thank you for joining our event today. We'll meet next time on Sunday. Please let me know how it worked. How was the stream on Twitch? How was it on YouTube? Please type in the chat if there were any drops of frames and if everything went smoothly. Yeah, this is a short stream. It was just for testing purposes.